Hello, my loves, and welcome back to BehatiLife YouTube channel. If we're meeting for the first time, welcome. And for those of you that are old friends and family, welcome back. As you guys can tell by the title of today's video, we're going to be diving into your love life. Messages from the angels, from the ancestors, directly to you right now. Regardless if you're in a relationship, if you're in a situationship, if you're married, if you're divorced, if you're single, we are going to be diving into what it is that you need to hear at this moment in time. I have 3 different piles for you to choose from. This is message number 1, this is message number 2, and this is message number 3. Allow yourself to be drawn to the card pile that speaks to you the loudest. Also pay attention if there is a part of you that is actively avoiding a pile. Don't just look at what you're attracted to, look at what you are wanting to repel, because there may very well be a message there for you and you may need to apply it to your life in a big way. The decks that I am shuffling from and pulling from will be linked down below. And if this reading speaks to your heart and soul in a deep way, I highly encourage that you check out Behati Love Notes. It's my monthly membership where I shuffle and pull for the collective, a small collective there, every other day. Intuitive channelings, rituals, astrology predictions, full moon breakdowns, etc., etc. Okay? There is also another offering that I have opened up the floors for and opened the door for, and it's my Sacred Anointing Ritual Oils. Those are once a month. Oils too, there's a membership for that, and then I'm going to open up for individuals for this month. So if you want to check that out. Outside of that, the apothecary is closed for the moment while I work on whipping body butters for Queen Bee Homestead. All that being said, you guys, that's a whole mouthful, but I just wanted to let you guys know so I wasn't getting multiple questions in my inbox and my emails. This is the way that I'm able to serve you right now as a new mom. So that being said, let's go ahead and dive into the messages, what it is that you need to hear, or what is it that you might be avoiding when it comes to your love life. Let's go ahead and dive right in. Okay, darlings, if you chose the first message, this is your reading when it comes to your love life. I'm not going to be shuffling from traditional romance oracle deck because it feels a little cheesy at this moment in time. I'm just going to allow myself to authentically channel for you. It's just what I'm good at, and I feel like I'll give you the best version of myself by not trying to force romance oracle messages. I feel the deck that I've been working with lately has been the one for the collective lately. It hasn't changed. So what does this pile need to hear? What are the messages for this person's love life? I just heard the word impatience, like someone being really impatient. I'm also hearing grappling, but like when I can't tell if spirit was saying grappling or if it's like some like gratification, like trying to gratify, reaching for something. I rarely hear a train, so it's interesting that there's a train passing through right now. But my first instinct is to talk about like settling, but it's not essentially settling. If you chose this pile, it's not that you're settling. It's like you are trying, like the vibe that it is that I'm getting is trying to be happy, finding ways to be happy in a situation where you could look for things that could go that are wrong. So I'm interested in hearing if you've been trying to focus on the positive. You might be doing that for manifestation. You might be doing that to reassure yourself or reassure others in your relationship, but there's something about trying to focus on the positive. Let me go ahead and flip these cards over right here. Sandpiper Spirit, be playful. Moth Spirit, surrender now. Even, okay, I don't know if you noticed this, but if you are an old friend to my YouTube channel, you know that I don't shy away from reverse cards. But even as I'm flipping these cards over, if I see it reversed, I want to flip it to make sure that it's positive. Like, not that I think that a reverse card is negative, but it's like you're trying to look on the bright side. You're trying to look at the glass half full. Owl spirit, you see clearly now. Parrot spirit, watch your words. Yeah, I do. It's so interesting. If you chose this message, there's an emphasis on trying to be playful, not playful, trying to be positive, trying to have fun, trying to look on the bright side. If this is not what you are currently doing and this isn't your current reality, Spirit is encouraging you to try to be more positive, because that's going to help you attract a different outcome. If you are someone who is frustrated, that let's say you're in a current relationship right now and your partner is driving you absolutely batshit bonkers. You know, I'm not saying that you grin and bear situations that you don't want to tolerate anymore. It's almost as if this is for those who are kind of going through a dry spell or a challenging spell in relationships. And I'll talk about the other messages shortly, but I just want to focus on those who are going through a dry spell or challenging. Spirit wants you to focus on what you like, what you love, because that is an energy, an essence, an aura that attracts those who love you, or it changes the dynamic so it doesn't feel so, I don't say competitive, but on edge. And let's say you're dating and you know that you're dating for marriage. You know that you're dating for long term. You know that you want a real relationship, or you just want someone to spend time with that you enjoy and you don't regret it after. Like, let's be honest here, right? If you walk into a date telling yourself that you're being positive, but your energy is on edge, I promise you that person can feel it and sense it before you even sit down. If you walk into a date and you are guarded, or there's a blockage, an obstacle to getting to know you better, I promise you they're going to sense it. And human beings, we are very sensitive creatures. If you can sense that someone is on edge or defensive or uncomfortable, it either A, puts you in a place where you want to try hard to make them feel comfortable, or B, you reflect that energy, because why are you nervous? If you're nervous, I'm gonna be nervous. So for this message, I do get a strong sense about kind of releasing your expectations, looking at the other person, or looking at other humans, like other people that are dating, the potential matches, or just looking at the world. Let's say there's no one on your radar right now. It's like an actual drought that you're in and you're dating and your love life. Look at the world as everybody here is vulnerable. Everybody here is trying their best. And it will allow people to see into the innocence of you. It will allow you to attract people who are innocent and like more of a vibrational match for you, instead of, I don't say defensive, but on guard, frustrated. If this is it's okay, wait, let me just pause because I'm really channeling a lot here. With the owl spirit, you see clearly now. This will help you to see through others. Not in a way to be like, what are your fucking intentions? You know, not like that. Or you left the dishes in the sink again. You know, it will help you to see what you love and like in people, whether it be a relationship, and you will get the best out of that person. Instead of the defense, instead of the fear. I don't think that we realize sometimes how we may self-sabotage simply by our own expectations. That's what I feel like the moth spirit is here saying. Let's surrender this. Let's lay this down. If you have fear, if you have doubt, if you've been hurt in the past, then you would need to look at, how can I get myself into a more playful energy so I'm not approaching my relationships or potential relationships or ability to attract relationships with expectation, already disappointment before someone has even had a chance to open their mouth or step forward into your life. And that's where watch your words is coming through. I don't see this as being so syrupy, optimistic and positive that you lie to yourself and you lie to people about situations that you don't like or love for the sake of keeping the peace or trying to attract better when it's not authentically what you're thinking and feeling. I see this as you having a safe place, a sacred place, a sanctuary to get out your frustration, to get out your pain, to get out your annoyances, whatever that looks like. Oh my gosh, I'm really hoping. Sorry guys, I get so distracted in the window. There's a whole plant and there is a lizard, not a lizard, but there's a lubber right there. I don't know if you can see him. And then there's a lizard that is climbing up and it looks like he's gonna eat the lubber, or she is gonna eat the lubber. And if you don't know, look up the lubber. It will literally destroy a whole, oh, and look, there's a blue jay. Look at you. Oh, what a cutie. Goodbye. Oh, there's another one. Oh, wait, oh. Welcome to my YouTube channel where I get distracted by the birds. Yeah, if you're not careful, one lubber will destroy your entire garden. And believe me, it's happened before. I had a whole garden in my front yard. In the first year that I moved here, sorry guys, this is like a pivot for a second, but I had a whole garden in the front yard and 1 or 2 lubbers, I don't know, they all came out. They literally they ate everything within like a week. My mom, like, she showed up at the start of when they came out and she was like, oh my gosh, it's a lubber, you gotta kill that thing. And I was like, Mom, I'm not killing a grasshopper, I'm not doing that. And she was like, no, Jess, you gotta kill it with fire. And I was just like, yo, she's being absolutely dramatic. But when I tell you, this thing completely destroyed. What I'm going to do, so basically they have like neem oil that you can put on there to make them like not want your plants so much. But they are literally like a plague of locusts, like that just destroy all your crops. It is that serious. So I'm just going to go out there and spray them since they're coming back. And then also, you know, lizards and stuff will eat them and help balance out the population. I am completely distracted. Going back to your reading, thank you so much for listening to me talk about that. Or maybe there was I don't want to say that there was a message in that, because that literally was BFF Just Distracted, but just being real, what if there was a message and it's just kind of like how one annoying thing could destroy a whole garden of a relationship, or one like way of looking at something, or one way of approaching someone, or disappointment and doubt that you bring into a potential or that you bring to the world can literally just completely rock your abundance when it comes to the love life. Let me shuffle from the tarot deck here and see what we have. I just heard take your time. There's no rush. You have time. There's an emphasis on the word time. Someone here feels like they're running out of time. That's not true. If you are someone who wants children, you have time. I also feel like you could explore different ways of that happening when it comes to family planning, you know? Yeah, wow, 8 of Wands, which is a lot to do with speed. 2 of Pentacles. King of Wands. I do see some 7 of Wands. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands has a lot to do with energy. The energy that you put out, what that attracts to you or makes you defensive. And the 7 of Wands is actually the energy of defense. When you can sense, or when others sense, like, okay, this person is on guard, this person is disappointed, this person is this, or then it makes it acts like a ripple effect. For those of you guys that are in happy relationships, and not to say that you can't have a happy relationship and go through a challenging period. Relationships of all sorts have their ups and their downs. I really do see here working together. A period, a season where you're working together, and I'm getting a strong sense that you guys may be working on a common goal. I heard the word retreat, but when I'm hearing the word retreat, I see it as pulling back to spring forward, not like isolating. However, I wouldn't be surprised if someone does like couples counseling or a retreat to help kind of connect, a vacation together. Even if you go to a coffee shop and kind of escape from the world, how much that can shift the energy and create connection between you and someone else. Or you may actually meet someone special while retreating. The King of Wands is a known adventurer. And I just feel like with the Two of Pentacles, it's giving, even though Two of Pentacles is the card of juggling, I see it as chemistry. Like a sense of like, ooh, we are on the same page. Like we are really on the same page. I see the Eight of Wands. Things move forward fast when your energy, this sounds so obvious and so cliche, but things truly move forward fast and effortlessly and easy when everyone is on the same page. That would mean that you would have to disarmor yourself. You would have to be open-hearted. You would have to be hopeful, expect good things, positive. But for someone here, if you are hearing this and you're getting more and more guarded and defensive, it's either A, not the time for you to do this and time for you to start working on your own therapy, your own inner dialogue, so that you can be in a place where you may not necessarily need to be forced to share with the people that are currently in your life, but that where you do feel your future love life can bring you, or what you want for yourself, because everybody here is different, it will be more receptive. It'll be less of a battle. So really trust yourself if you feel defensive. Ask me how I manifested my relationships, you guys. I've always said that I was going to share how I manifest. Yes, of course, candles, oils, but that is really powerful. But the intention and the preparation that goes in mentally, emotionally, and energetically, as you are working your magic and before you receive, is essential. I also invited you guys to ask me about how I manifested my house. Literally anything. Anything in my life I've manifested. I do see, if you guys are going through a challenging time in your relationship, you could be working on a common goal together. It brings out the best in your partner. And when you see the best in your partner, it allows you to relax a little bit and trust them a little bit more, because they have a sense of purpose. King of Wands, whether it's a person who identifies as a female or a male or whatever, King of Wands needs to have purpose, direction, and needs to protect. But if they feel like they're the enemy to you, then you already have a challenge. Look at my birdies. The little blue jays are so cute. All right, let's flip over this last card. Yep. Oh my God, you guys, look, overcoming obstacles. That's exactly what it is that I'm seeing here. That's the way to, this whole reading has a lot to do with like challenges. If you chose this pile and you're like, nah, Jess, that's not me, I respect you. However, what if you didn't see that there was a blockage? What if you didn't see that you had a blind spot here that was creating an obstacle? So I just want to encourage you not to force a message, but to maybe consider that there could be something here for you. With the goat, it connects me always to Capricorn and how resistant and set in our ways we can be. Being so set in your ways is wonderful because it can make you a persistent person. It can make you someone who is resilient. Consistency pays off. That's why the Capricorn also rules the 10th house of career and a lifelong legacy that we leave of, wow, this is what I built. With that though, it can create a fence, a moat that stops people from being able to draw closer to you or you to them. because that moat is filled with gators. And those gators have teeth, and that is scary. So there's a natural desire to want to kind of protect yourself if you see a moat around a person. And I'm not talking about a literal moat, I'm talking about a metaphorical moat. When you know that someone has a big wall and a guard up. And if you're asking just how can I protect myself and have discernment while still allowing people in, it brings me back to the message that came earlier. Time. Not rushing forward, not forcing, not trying to force intimacy or speed up intimacy, talking about your traumas on the second date, or avoiding serious questions. For some of you guys, avoiding serious questions and conversations that are clearly in the room with you, like the elephant in the room. Slowly making your way, slowly relaxing with each other, slowly coming back together. This, I want to say, has a strong potential for marriage or long-term union. If you are not already married. If you're already married, I see long-term, like a promise to stay together, even if you guys are going through something. I wouldn't be surprised if you had kids together. And even if there's divorce, you find a way to figure it out. I do want to say that if you're looking at a masculine energy here, something to really help the masculine connect is making sure that they feel like they're protecting you and that they're not the enemy. However, they can't be the enemy to you, and you know if that message is for you. So that is your reading, message number 1. I hope that this helped you in some way or gave you clarity. If you love this reading, I would again strongly encourage you to check out Behati Love Notes. The links for that will be down below. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye. All right, darlings, if you chose the second message, this is your reading. I'm going to be live shuffling for you. I think I said this to message number 1, but so I want to make sure that I say it to you guys as well. I'm not going to use traditional romance cards because I just find them cliche and cheesy right now. I would just prefer to channel for you authentically in the decks that work best for me. You guys know that is a genuine gift that it is that I have. And I feel drawn to the decks that speak to me the most at the time, and the ones that I'm working with today are the ones that are speaking to me the most. So that's how I can give to you more. This card wants to be out. Message for their love life. For someone here, I'm getting an image of New York. I'm also seeing like, I'm hearing the word shortages, but like food. Someone here might be in the food industry or dealing with shortages. Somehow, something about shortages. Which is interesting because the Queen of Pentacles is here, reverse. This has nothing to do with your love life though. Maybe it does, but I'm just seeing shortages right now. Why is that coming through? Or maybe it's a message if you live in New York. Yeah, 8 of Wands. Devil card. This may have to do with the tariffs. Yeah, King of Wands, Knight of Wands reverse, burnout. Is someone here in is someone here in government or politics doing work, advocacy work? Stocking things, groceries, stores, or maybe this is a message for the collective. Interesting. Maybe your work life is affecting your romantic life, especially with the Queen of Pentacles reversed. Let's flip these cards over. Yeah, Ten of Pentacles. Literally, that's the card of work. The thing is, right, and legacy, but the thing is with Ten of Pentacles, when we're talking about love and romance and relationships and stuff, Ten of Pentacles doesn't really factor in depth, intimacy, and connection. It's very material. And as exciting as that can be, it can, if you're into that type of thing, it can really be cold. It can really be cold. Disheartening is the word that's coming through. Yeah. Ace of Cups is the heart center. Someone here may be trying to, if you're single and you're trying to look for love, are you making space for love? If you are married or in a relationship, are you making space for love? You might be in a relationship right now, but like, can you guys like date, hold hands, watch a movie together, cuddle? If you're already doing this, then allow yourself to dip into that further, like a bathtub, because it almost feels like there's something in your work life that may be pulling you away, or you might be bringing your stress into your relationship, or your partner might be bringing their work stress into your relationship, or if it's an issue with money, that could be impacting the relationship. I'm seeing like a train gets pushed off the rail, so someone might have been working towards a goal and then they feel derailed by life or an unexpected setback when it comes to finances or their goals, especially at the time that I'm shuffling and pulling from the cards for you guys right now. Uranus is transiting through Taurus, and it really disrupts. Also, it connects us to like supply and demand issues, which I've been talking about globally, but I don't know how that applies to you guys. Or someone who chooses the second pile is going to be directly impacted by supply and demand issues. I also heard the tariffs before you guys. Yeah, the moon card, darn. There's something subconsciously, wow, King of Wands. There's something subconsciously impacting the relationship, and it's giving like a quiet stress, like a quiet burden or a quiet. The good thing is like it feels external. It feels like it's coming outside of the relationship instead of inside the relationship. Or if you're single, you don't have a blockage to love right now. You would just need to get out and mix and mingle. Continuously. Don't just do it one or two times and be like, ugh, there's nothing good out there. No, there is. You just got to keep showing up. Talk to me about the World card, Spirit. Wow. Okay. Not to put anyone on blast here, but if you are someone who is thinking about your ex, or you keep going back to someone or something of the past, it's time to put that down and start looking elsewhere. Unless this person has completely, and I really question it, unless this person has completely reformed in some major way, has a plan, doesn't just talk about the plan, but implements the plan, has actively made steps towards that plan. If not, then they are all talk. I do get a sense here, if you chose this pile, it's not questioning your commitment or your loyalty, but it's so interesting, because I'm like, I feel like this pile, that if you chose this, you're getting like distracted by things, or like outside influences come in and pull you away from being present and being joyful in the moment. Let's say you guys have been together for a long time. Like, let's say you've been in a relationship for a long time, and you kind of have like a wash, rinse, repeat season that you're in, where you're like, wake up, have coffee while you're on your laptop, going for walks, not talking to each other, getting dressed for work, go to work, come back, ask how work went, brush teeth, get in the shower, go to bed, wash, rinse, repeat. And on the weekends, you're so exhausted that you don't do anything but just kind of like space out. This is giving, let's infuse love and connection back into your walks. Let's ask questions. Let's get inspired to ask different questions while we're brushing our teeth at the same time, so we can discover each other again. If you are single and dating, this is about getting up, pulling yourself up and out, and changing your routine. It's getting loud out there. This is about pulling yourself up and moving yourself out so that you can change your routine and have meet different people, not see the same things again and again. I'm also getting, for someone here, if you're single, exploring all of your options. This means don't continue to say yes to people that you're initially attracted to. Try something different. You might be subconsciously choosing the same versions of a person, not realizing that, yes, you're initially attracted to them, but you may find that you're more attracted to someone else, but you're not initially attracted to them. And that's not settling. That's amplifying. Like somehow you get a better outcome. Let me look at this last card here, or this first card. Yeah, innocence. Interesting. The mouse and buttercup. If someone is thinking someone is distracted by like a third party, because I didn't want to say it, I actually think that this person is innocent, and it's just like work. But do you see how it's the mouse? Anytime a mouse is introduced into a tarot reading, for me, it's like small things that act as distractions or pull us away from each other, and there's a need to come back. There's a need to... It could be like, at least spirit sees like money issues or instability as a small thing, because at the end of the day, if you have each other, if you have love, then you have everything. Small things may be bothering you. Okay. Oh my gosh, not the same cards. Interesting. Hold on. Why is this? Surrender now. Spirit, seahorse spirit, watch and wait, sandpiper spirit. These may be your cards, but let me just make sure. Sorry for the noise. It's the landscapers. But I'm not even mad at it because their grass is phenomenal. Okay, the card that just jumped out is a bat spirit. A rebirth is assured. Vulture spirit, nothing is wasted. So if you're someone who is cycling with an ex or anything like that, or stuck in a pattern in a current relationship, I do see a need to kind of switch it up. When I see watch and wait, if you're going through a tough time, a tough season, not in your relationship, but outside of your relationship, meaning like work is bothering you, it's going to pass. But in the meantime, put down the burden that is bothering you and focus on connecting, being playful, being flirty together. If you are someone who is single, and I'm going to wrap this up because it's getting a little too loud and too annoying at this moment in time. If you are someone who is single, it's time for you to mix and mingle and see if... Don't choose someone based upon surface or traditional things that you're attracted to. try to expand your horizons and say yes to going on different dates with different people, to have different experience and different outcomes. And I think you'd be surprised who you would end up falling in love with, who's a better match for you than what you've been choosing in the past. If you're connecting with a past ex, I don't know if I encourage this fully, because we have the World card here saying, no, let's wrap this up, you know? Let's let this go and be reborn in a different way, unless this person is, especially a masculine energy, meaning that they are putting all of their effort and their energy not into talking, but into physical action steps, into becoming the best version. And you would need to look at the root, their plan, and not their plan, but also their actions. What are they actively doing? So if not, I see a fresh start. And the mouse card here in this deck is connected to the Fool card, and the Fool card is a fresh start, a new beginning, a new chapter, no strings attached, meaning I'm launching myself out into a new chapter and area in my life and not carrying the burdens of the past with me. I'm going to let all those things go and just be a blank slate. That's easier said than done, but you got this. All right, my loves, if this reading spoke to you and helped you in some way and gave you some insight and clarity into your love life, I highly recommend that you check out Behati Love Notes. It's my monthly subscription, again, where I shuffle and pull for the collective, as well as pull astrology charts, bright rituals, affirmations, music playlists. They get it all over there. The links for that will be down below. Until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. Make sure that you're subscribed, and I'll see you guys later. Bye. Alright, my loves, if you chose the third message, this is your reading. This is your message. Ooh, I just heard the word speak up. So either you're being called to speak up, or there's a problem with you speaking up. Maybe you're learning how to speak up. Spirit, speak on that. Please. Speak up. Yeah, I keep hearing speak up, Buttercup. Speak up, Buttercup. If you've been speaking up lately, or sharing your thoughts, your feelings lately, you are encouraged to do so. That's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. If someone is giving you a hard time about it, they're going to have to learn. Sometimes I'm hearing sometimes the hard way, because they're not used to it. But just because you're not used to it doesn't mean that it's not good. Oops. Someone here, I'm getting masculine energy that likes to brag or wants to brag because they need validation. I'm seeing them as innocent. It's not coming from a malicious place. I think that they need a little bit of validation. So I can see a connection between, if they are someone who thrives with a lot of let's say words of affirmation and compliments, are their love language. They need that. If you are someone who is expressing a need, they may take it offensively, or that may be you. All right, let's go ahead and see. I'm also seeing a connection to smell and scent, the importance of scent, or your sense of smell for some reason. It could be perfume, cologne, a memory. Wow. Tend to the small things. This is why it's important to speak up so that small things don't build up over time. Wow, Otter Spirit, you're never alone. This is for singles, because I was literally just before I flipped that card, I was thinking about Spirit talk to me about the singles. You guys definitely have a love connection coming through here. Take time to heal. Yeah, it's reversed though. This and that are true. Okay, I want to say that if you are single right now, you have to, well, I don't want to tell you what to do, but you may need to prepare for the fact that the next person that you're going to date, or a love interest that you are interested in now, really vibes well with affirmations, compliments, feeling appreciated. And you may be someone who has learned to effectively communicate, but this person, it may butt heads with them. They may not necessarily understand. So I think a way to get over that obstacle, that hurdle, is to explain from the jump. You know, I'm saying something as simple as, I'm someone who can be really good at words of affirmation and pouring verbally into my partner. I'm also someone who is transparent and won't be allowing things to build up if things are bothering me. Like, I'm quick to speak for what it is that I want and need. That way my partner or whoever I'm dating knows where I'm at all times, because my intention is to connect and come together. I don't want you, this is me giving you the conversation, the dialogue, if you wish to choose it. I don't want you to take that offensively. And if it ever gets to the point where you feel defensive, or if you feel on edge, or if you don't feel appreciated, then speak up and tell me. That way I can reassure you and make it better. This may be a blockage here. This may be a kind of like, I'm seeing like people walking and then like falling into a pit. But it's just because, like, you know, I just said this with the last reading, like sometimes, you know, a good healthy relationship still has ups and downs. And I see how, if you have those moments, which inevitably will come, where you fall into a pit, the way to help each other out is words of affirmation and compliments and speaking love and light into each other. Highlighting what it is that you appreciate about the person, and also not allowing things to build up, because it can change how someone thinks you view them. It can create miscommunication. And it's something that's easily avoided or avoidable. I do see a strong potential of two people coming together, especially if they are communicators. There's such a huge message here about communication, like speaking up. That's what I said at the very beginning. I really want to flip this card over. Preparation. Interesting. Let me flip over the tarot cards, because I did do things backwards here. Let me flip over the cards and see. What is going on? 10 of Pentacles reversed. Clarified by 9 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, 6 of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. 4 of Cups. Sorry for the noise. 2 of Wands, King of Swords. Someone here, it's interesting because it's like, if you're single, you may be wondering, like, do people like me? Do you like me? Like, what? So if you are dating someone, this person may be wondering, do they like me? This is where, oh my God, that actually makes so much sense. This is where you're invited to and encouraged to be like, I like you. I like this. It seems so simple and obvious, but sometimes people need to hear it. Like, yeah, you like me, but like, what do you like? Like, this person, whoever this is, it's kind of cracking me up, because it's like shy, but like they really, And shout out to them for speaking up and saying what they need to an extent, you know, asking the questions, and hopefully they do. Or maybe they do things to try and catch your attention because they could be like clowns, like clowning around a little bit, trying to make you laugh. Why is preparation here? I guess I could shuffle the other cards, or see what I pulled. Page of Pentacles. Yeah, this is the acorn that the squirrel is running around with. You may be there's a lot of this lately. You may be someone who is so not stuck, but like you're someone who's like focused on your goal or focusing on moving the relationship forward. What if it's not an outside thing? It could be you working on the relationship that you kind of forget how important it is to tell your partner that you're attracted to them. Find something that you like about your partner every day and give them a compliment, vice versa. Having them give you a compliment. Like, what do you like about me today? The glow of my skin. Shout out to Queen Bee Homestead, whose body butters I'm about to start whipping. Shameless self-plug. This video is sponsored by Queen Bee Homestead Co. Interesting. What else do we have here? Yes, guys, look, it's offering. Like there's something substantial that wants to be offered. And it's funny because with the Ace of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles, we can be so quick to being like, oh, this represents money and monetary, you know, substance. And it's like, but no. And I teach this in Sacred Circle that it's earth, it's tangible. So it's things that it's like, I can count on, I can invest in, I can build upon. And that's what this person needs. Like, offer me something. It's the center of the reading. Give to me something. For some of you guys, you may need a gift. Let's be honest. Like, you may need them to invest in you. Put your hard-earned money in something that I can wear. Something that I can show, that I could see your investment, that I can see that you value me. Give me a promise. Give me a plan. There's a lot of planning that's been showing up in these readings lately. Don't just talk about it, be about it. Like, I want to see, put the money down. If we're getting married, put that money down for the venue. Like, there's like an investment, a promise, like a tangible, I can count on this. Or a date, a deadline. Or a compliment for those of you guys that are just now dating. You're going to get you'll get a long way if you're giving compliments, genuine compliments, not fake stuff. You could tell, yeah. Someone here is like, really, like, look, guys, I'm not even making this up because I'm like, damn, this is really that serious, but clearly it is. Four of Pentacles reversed. This is someone who holds so close to themselves what they're thinking, what they're hoarding. Like, it's the energy of hoarding. And it's creating pain. Whatever is being held back here, it's creating pain. So, or it's creating disconnection. It's creating separation. So we want to share a word, share your investment, share your hope for the future. What is the plan for the future? What do you want for yourself? Like, I want to change our luck by sharing, or our luck changes for the worse because you refuse to share. There's a need to share. Someone here, it's so funny because the squirrel actually hoards. So there is an issue here with hoarding and holding too close. Someone here is not satisfied by someone holding things too close to them. And even with the Five of Pentacles, you have to ask yourself, why can't you share with me? It's giving someone anxiety. They're getting caught in their thoughts, worst case scenario thinking, or again, like someone's getting cold here or separating from themselves because they're like looking, waiting. Four of Cups, Two of Wands, looking into the future, King of Swords. My heart is growing cold, waiting for you to give to me. It's if someone is committed here, they may be so, I don't like this though. Something is pulling them away. Queen of Pentacles, the Chariot card. I actually see self-sufficiency for a little bit. I just feel like it doesn't have to be this way, because you can, if both parties are willing to give to each other, then there's such the promise of things moving forward. But if you guys can't get on the same page, it just seems like self-sufficiency is going to be the way for now, if this is something that you see for yourself. If you're single, if you're single, I feel like I'm really struggling to, like, you may be saving for a rainy day. If you're single, I want to say, like, this isn't your fault. There may be just like a drought, or like, let's say if you live in the countryside and there's literally nothing but like 70-year-old men, and women around you, and you're 18. That sounds weird. And you're 20, you're 32. Then it's like, of course it's going to be hard to date because you're not in the city. There's clearly something that, like, the pickings are slim. So for now, while you are focusing on school or education or yourself, work on bettering yourself as things move forward. I also want to tell you that someone here is not going to be alone forever unless they choose to. If you want connection, love, romance, intimacy, partnership, it's definitely here. With the Otter Spirit, it's a promise that you're never going to be alone. Or maybe you guys want to be alone. Maybe you need a little extra time to be alone, to heal, or to, because I just get someone who is pulled away. There's this book, okay, BFF Jess here, but like there's this book that I was reading. It's called The Last Word. It's a horror book, but an amazing horror book. It's basically, I'm going to tell you it. I'm not going to give you the end of the story, but I thought it was so many twists and turns. But basically, it's a woman who, there's a reason why I'm telling you guys this, by the way. It's a woman who, and I'll link the book down below, I promise. Actually, I don't promise that, but I'm going to try. It's a woman who clearly is trying to get away. So she takes a job. Oh my gosh, this is so funny. So there's a dove right there eating seeds. But the thing is with doves, they're never alone. But this one is. Someone here may need to kind of go the journey alone. Okay, let me tell you this book story. There's a reason why I'm telling you this. So this woman, something has gone on with her life, clearly. She is doing her best to make ends meet. She and her dog, I think a golden retriever, they take a job house sitting this beautiful home, oceanfront property, right? And she is just using the time, her plan is to use this time to read cheap, like online books, like books that you download to your Kindle and stuff. Anything like 99 cents and under. She's clearly on a budget, and she's smart for that. Anyway, she ends up reading this book, and she's passing time. She ends up reading this book and doesn't like it, leaves a review, and the author who wrote the book immediately sees this crappy review and is just like, take this down. She's like, no. The author says, take it down. I want to be a best-selling author. She says, no. If you want to be a best-selling author, you got to have the talent, which you don't have. And then from that place, He says to her, "You're going to regret it." She says, "Bring it on, buddy." Not really word for word, but essentially. And from that place, the book pops off. So that, I gave nothing away. That's literally the back of the book. I'll link it down below. But my point is like, she needed to get away from the world. Like, there was something that was bothering her. There was something that she was dissatisfied with. She was actually preparing. I don't want to tell you what she's preparing for, but she was preparing. And, but she was isolated. I get a strong sense here that someone may be biding time. And that's why this book is coming to my subconscious right now to share with you guys, or my intuition right now. She was like biding time, like until. And using, in her time, she was reading books and going for walks and processing. And I feel like you guys are doing that. In this book, however, the message here about you are never alone is a threat. But in your reading, it's not a threat. I feel like you are finding yourself. If this is a relationship that you're in, you guys may be repairing and healing from something that would have happened that you are slowly making your way through as a couple. And I feel like if you take your time and you're honest and open with each other, you'll get through it. If you are single, you're healing or you're processing things, or it's not your fault and you just happen to be in a season where it's quiet, but use that time to prepare, because you're not going to be alone forever. And again, back to those of you guys who are in relationships, make sure that you're using words of affirmation, complimenting each other, finding something that you find attractive about each other every single day, because it makes a difference. It will draw you guys together close. As you guys know, I'm not really someone who like blows bubbles or says there's a rainbow over there when there isn't. And I will be the one to be like, look, there is a rainbow when there is. It's not all doom and gloom when you speak the truth, Sometimes it's just the truth. The truth is the truth. So I hope that this reading helped you and provided some clarification and closeness in some way that you can identify with and relate to. That's the intention. If you are someone who is working on love and romance and you're actually trying to attract, I would really highly recommend like a white candle. It doesn't have to be from my shop. My shop is actually closed right now. I would be open to doing custom candles right now, but I'm actually supposed to be whipping body butters. I would really recommend, instead of focusing on attraction, that you work on healing, like a white candle. Lemon peel, lemongrass, hyssop. Yeah, those are herbs that can work with you. I didn't offer that to anybody else, but I think it'll be beneficial for you. And I actually see you putting the candle in dirt or in the ground or by a tree, a small candle, maybe burning it. Or if you have a backyard, putting it by the tree, burning it every day, sitting, doing some yoga, stretching your body. It's really giving quiet energy. I'm not even gonna lie to you. All right, my loves, happy manifesting, okay? Spend time with the divine, if you chose this message. Let spirit in. Especially as you're working out small details, like small things, traumas, conversations, conflicts, misunderstandings. You got this. I believe in you. Big hearts. All right, my loves. Love you guys so much. Thank you so much for allowing me to connect with your energy. If this spoke to you and resonated with you, please give this video a thumbs up. But also, Feel free to check out Behati Love Notes. It's my monthly subscription where I shuffle and pull for the collective there daily. Well, every other day. And astrology transits and readings, but I've been taking a break after Mother's Day weekend. It was like so amazing, but I'm still like just exhausted. So I just been channeling, because channeling is just it's just so easy. With astrology, it takes a lot of mental thought, but I'll pick up again. I'm just kind of on a little mini vacay, if you want to call it that. But anyways, Behati Love Notes, the links for that will be down below. It's a monthly subscription. And thank you guys again so much for allowing me to read for you. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.